Branch, run by Margaret Oliver. Focus question. What is the Judical Branch responsible for, and how does it protect citizens for the United States? Ruled by laws. Americans do not bow down to a king or queen. A single leader does not tell us what we can say or do. We are ruled by laws. These laws protect us and help make sure everyone is treated fairly. People do not always follow laws or agree about what is fair. We have courts of law to punish those who break laws and settle a disagreement. The Judical Branch is one of the United States government. It watches over our country courts and legal system. It also protects our rights. The Constitution and the Judical Branch is Judicial Branch. In 1788, American leaders adopted the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution was a system of laws to help run the new country. This system has changed over time, but is still used today. The Constitution splits the U.S. government into three branches or parts. The executive branch is led by the president. It handles most government businesses and departments. The legislative branch is made up of U.S. Senate and House of Representatives. It makes laws and stands for U.S. citizens in the government. The Judicial Branch watches over U.S. court and the legal system. Sometimes the different branches work together. At all other times, they work against each other. One part of the Constitution talks about the Judicial Branch and how it is set up. The country's court handle federal laws that get broken. They also help decide whether new laws follow the idea in the Constitution. However, people sometimes disagree about what the Constitution means and what it allows. Checks and balance. Under the Constitution, each of the three branches of government can stop or check the other two. This system of checks and balances is the important part of the Constitution. It helps keep one branch from having too much power. The executive branch. The executive branch checks the judicial branch by putting judges. The judicial branch also checks the executive branch. It makes sure the president's orders follow the Constitution. Judical Branch. The legislative branch checks the judicial branch because it removes judges from the office. The judicial branch makes sure Congress laws follow the Constitution. The legislative branch. The legislative branch checks the executive branch. It controls the budget and can remove a president from office. The executive branch can check the legislative branch. It can veto a bill so it can't become law. With enough votes, Congress can vote down a veto. How does the federal court work? The judicial branch is made up of a lower federal court across the country and Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. All All courts are run by judges. Most U.S. court cases start in the lower court. The side that loses a case may ask a higher federal court to review the decision. The higher court studies the case and decide whether the first court made any mistakes. However, it may agree with the first court. The side that loses in a higher court can ask the Supreme Court to review the case. The Supreme Court is on top of the country. Judges, known as the justices, decide whether a case is important enough for them to review. When they disagree to review a case, they study it carefully. Then they vote on the case to choose the winning side. Their choice is final. A Supreme Court decision to help shape the U.S. government and the lives of Americans. Supreme Court cases. Each year, the Supreme Court is asked to hear about 77,500 cases. The court usually works on fewer than 150 of them. Notable Chief Justice. There are 9 justices of the Supreme Court, including the justices. Important justices who have been on the Supreme Court include John Marshall, served 1801 to 1835. He served as Chief Justice for longer than anyone else in the Supreme Court history. Errol Warren served 1953 to 1969. Under Warren's leadership, the court worked toward equal rights for African American people. Thurgood Marshall served 1967 to 1991. Marshall became the first of African American Supreme Court justice. Sandra Day O'Connor served 1981 to 2006. O'Connor became the first female Supreme Court justice. Sonia Sotomayor served 2009 to more. Sotomayor became the first Hispanic Supreme Court justice. Lady Justice. Lady Justice is a figure that stands for the Judicial Branch. She holds the set of scales and a sword, and she wears a blindfold to show that he is fair. She is ready to defend justice. The Judicial Branch is in charge of the United States and justice system. The creators of the Constitution knew that a good justice system was important for their new country. It gives people peaceful ways to settle disagreement. Above all, it helps protect the rights of Americans. Connections. Writing. Research to learn more about one of the notable justices listed in the book. Write about paragraph about his or her work before becoming a member of the Supreme Court and any important decision made as a justice. Art. The statue of Lady Justice stands outside in the Supreme Court. Discuss with your class why she wears a blindfold and carries a sword and a set of scales. What else would you add to the statute? Why?